Destiny Payton, someone who has been part of Love and Marriage Huntsville for years now, suddenly has fans scratching their heads. We're not just talking about her personal business moves, but also her disappearing act on the show this season. On top of that, her TikTok shop, the one she was hyping up not too long ago, now appears empty. Yep, you heard that right. No products listed, nothing for sale. And her loyal supporters, the Destinators, are feeling some type of way about it. They're asking the big question: did Destiny shut down her TikTok shop for good? Or is this just a temporary pause while she's cooking up something new? That question alone is enough to get people talking. But when you add in the fact that she's been absent from 2 consecutive episodes this season, the speculation really starts to spiral. Think about it, Destiny was really putting energy into her TikTok shop launch earlier this year. She was doing lives, promoting products, telling people to be ready for her first Sellers Live on February 1st. She even said it multiple times, loud and proud, February 1st. She was clearly excited, even nervous in that sweet, relatable way that makes fans root for her. But then, when the big day came, it didn't exactly go as planned. There were technical issues, Wi-Fi glitches, and to make things more awkward, she stepped away mid-live to take a phone call. Some fans thought it was just a quick break, but others started connecting dots. Could that call have been something serious? Could it have been related to the show? Keep watching because we're going to circle back to that in a minute. Now here's where it gets interesting. After that live event, fans noticed that her TikTok shop didn't have any products available. The page was still there, her shop. History showed over 300 products sold, which is impressive for such a short run, but nothing was listed for purchase. If you've been following reality TV stars trying to sell on TikTok, you know it's not easy. The platform has strict shipping rules, customer service requirements, and penalties if you don't follow through. Maybe Destiny decided it was too much hassle. Maybe she's rebranding, or maybe she's just focusing on selling through her own website instead of TikTok. We don't know for sure, but it's definitely got people talking. While all this is going on, there's another side to the mystery: her absence from key scenes on Love and Marriage Huntsville. This season, we've seen group events where Letitia Scott, Kimmy Scott, Marcia Scott, Morris Scott, Nell Fletcher, Trish, and their spouses were all present, but no Destiny in sight. And yet there's photographic proof that she was at certain events, like a birthday celebration with Trish and Ken. So why wasn't she in the footage? Was it a production decision? Was there a scheduling issue? Or is production holding her back for a bigger storyline later in the season? These are the questions fans are throwing around, and we need to dig into them. Remember during the reunion when Nell Fletcher had some pretty strong words for Destiny? And then there was Lance Fletcher, who dropped a bombshell on Destiny around Thanksgiving. That tension hasn't been resolved yet on screen, so it would make sense if producers are saving that showdown for later. Maybe they don't want to mix her into certain group scenes until the build-up is just right. That could explain why she's been kept away from Nell and Lance in recent episodes. But it also leaves her current role feeling a little flat. Right now, most of her on-screen time seems to be with Martell Holt, listening to him talk about Arione Curry over and over. Honestly, if we had $1 for every time Arione's name was mentioned, we could probably fund a whole new season ourselves. And that's another layer here: Martell and Destiny's dynamic. Some fans feel like Destiny is just being used as Martell's emotional sounding board. She's there to nod along, react, and give him space to vent, but it's not showing much of her own life or her own drama. And Destiny has plenty going on that could be interesting TV: her business ventures, her nonprofit, her personal relationships, but instead, she's been stuck in these repetitive conversations about Martell's situation with Arione. It's no wonder fans are starting to say, let Destiny tell her own story. The clip from the clothing store scene with Kimmy and Letitia didn't help either. Destiny brought up Martell's name in a way that felt a little forced. Almost like she was trying to stir a reaction. And then that oops moment, cringe city. Fans were quick to say it felt staged, like maybe she had an earpiece or was being told what to say. Whether that's true or not, it didn't land well. People want real, unscripted moments, not awkward setups. But before we write Destiny off this season, let's look at what she's doing outside of the show. This is where things start to get more positive. She's been active on Instagram, promoting Madani, sharing behind the scenes photos, and even revealing a new logo for her brand. She's been selling candles, working on her real estate career, and most importantly, has been putting energy into her nonprofit, Destiny's Law Foundation. This organization is focused on helping survivors of domestic violence, and she recently hosted a self-defense and awareness event that was even filmed by the OWN network. That's a huge deal, and it shows she's doing meaningful work that could be featured later in the season. So maybe what we're seeing is a strategic pause. Maybe Destiny is quietly stacking her wins off camera, getting her rebrand in place, and waiting for the right moment to step back into the spotlight. If that's the case, fans might be in for a big surprise later in the season. When all these threads start coming together, her business changes, her nonprofit launch, and that unresolved tension with the Fletchers. Let's be real, if there's going to be a sit-down between Destiny, Nell, and Lance, you know it's going to be dramatic. I want you to really think about this. What if that phone call during her TikTok live was the moment she found out she wouldn't be filming a group scene? That would explain the shift in her energy afterward. It's all speculation, but it lines up with the timeline we've seen. And if production is playing chess with these storylines, it would make sense for them to hold back a potential blow-up until the timing is perfect. Destiny's fans are loyal, and they're not going anywhere. They want to see her shine, not just stand in the background while Martell works through his issues. If she's playing the long game, this could end up being one of those situations where the payoff is worth the wait. But until then, every missed episode, every empty TikTok shop page, and every awkwardly staged conversation is going to keep the speculation going. So here's my advice: don't blink, don't skip, and definitely watch until the end of the season. Because when Destiny finally steps into the spotlight, it's either going to be a full redemption arc or a fiery exit. And either way, it's going to be must-see TV. What do you think? Is Destiny quietly plotting her comeback? Or are we witnessing her slow fade from the show? Drop your thoughts, keep the conversation going, and let's see how this mystery unfolds. And speaking of comebacks, let's not forget that Destiny has more than one card she can play. Remember, she's talked before about working on music, stepping into acting, and even writing a book.